Okay. And moving back myself. I'm not up to speed like both of you. I have a yoga strap, a very long one. So I'm going to need the full length. So I'm emulating what you're doing, which is, I always like to tell people, it feels like like you have a shawl, and the beauty, I'm so happy you both have a real stick, because it's ruthless. Or basically it's ungiving, which is the idea. So notice that when you have the stick, if you rotate your hands up a little bit, it rolls the top of your shoulder up and back to where it's supposed to be. And especially for you, Arlene, see if you can get a lift in the sternum as a result. And make sure that you're standing on top of your feet. You want to be stacked up as best you can. And from here, let's just start bending sideways. So you go to one side, and notice if you had the stick against the wall, you would stay in contact with the wall. Come back, and other side. So the stick is this constant, so the effect into the shoulders should be different. And Arlene, you want the hands as wide as possible on your mop. First side again. It's just so funny. And I love stuff like that. And there's always a way to make something work. And back one more time. So these are called the broomstick exercises. And back, and the other side, and back. Now just lift your face towards the ceiling and start to lift the chest. So you have a mini back bend, and use the hands on the stick to see if you can get a sense of lifting and opening the front chest. Now come straight and start to roll down to the floor, and you'll feel it forces your abs to work differently because you can't help with your shoulders. So you roll all the way down. And then roll yourself back up. Lift your head and chest and open. So you have a mini back bend. Come back to straight and roll down. I'm coming up close to the camera to have a look at you now. Rolling to the floor. Very good. And roll back up. Lifting all the way up, stacking up, stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. Very good. One more time. Lift. Come back and don't go down yet. Lift, bring your head to straight, Linda. Now, Arlene, especially, when you take your head back, see if you can lengthen the neck up first and then lift the face. So let's have you both. Yes, just like that. So lift the face of the sitting without the neck too far back, Arlene, with the head too far back. So the back of the neck is long, and now arc the chest. So the chest is lifting better. So you get that upper back to bend, come back to straight. That looks good, both of you. And again, roll down. So it's preventing you from over rounding in your upper back, and it's putting stress in the trunk in a new way. That's a very good one. And roll back up. Very, very nice. So again, before you do your back bend, lengthen the neck. Hinge only at the top so that the skull goes back. The face goes to the ceiling without the neck over bending. The face is extending up. Now you open your chest to go back. Lovely. And come back to straight. And roll down. Yes. and roll yourselves back up. Very nice. Now, still staying in this position, stack yourselves up and keep your hips square to the camera or square to the whatever your front is. Rotate to the right. So let's have you both rotate to the right. So keep the sternum lifted and the head stays in line with the spine. Arlene, lift the rib cage even more. So use the stick to keep the shoulders rolled up and back. Come back to the middle. So right now we're spiraling more the rib cage and the waist only. And then other side. Hips stay squared, this first part. That's it, Arlene. And back, so you're really checking how much spiral you have in your upper body potential. First side again. So the hips don't move right now. It's just the rib cage. And come back. And rotate the other way and staying centered. So you're like corkscrewing around a stick rather than bending. And back. Now start adding the hips in. So you start with your upper body rolling and you rotate again, but now let the hips come into it and get a sense again of spiraling as far around as you can, but staying on your feet and come back. So there will be a shift of pressure and rotation in the feet, but you don't want to roll off your foot. You want to stay on the foot and the spiral is in the bones there shifting. Yes. And back one more time like this, first side. And back and other side. And back. Very good. Bring the stick out and over your head. And now you will be holding it a little bit wider than your hands, but against your thighs. So the hands are down and a little bit wider, Arlene, with the hand position. So more distance between your right and left hand, wider. Right. So get a sense of your nice vertical body. Lift the arms up over your head. Keep the chest lifting and see if you can take the hands back and down. If you have to bend the elbows, you take the hands wider. So you widen the grip till you find that space the hands can come all the way back and down. That's it, Linda. Yes. And if it's really tight and funky, you make it even wider. You're trying not to have a shoulder thing happening. So bring the hands back and forward again. So do you see how much, bring the hands all the way down in front, both of you. So Arlene, did you see how you had to bend the elbows a lot, make the hands wider, widen them, air almost on the too wide position. Now have a go again and see if you can get a sense of this stick being very even as you go back and down. Great way to find where you're tight. And then back and forward. So you're aspiring to keep the arm bone straight so that the pressure is in the whole area all around the shoulder joint and the muscles in there better. So just keep doing this back and forth. Nice, Linda. Very good. That's starting to get some nice juicy opening in the chest. I can see it. And just one last time, both of you give yourselves one last one like this. Keeping the chest lifted and back and down. Very nice. Now you bring your hands closer, a little bit wider than your thighs. You again just check into your own posture. Lift the hands up so they're shoulder height in front of you, just nicely up. Straight though, Arlene, straight elbows, so straight in front. It shouldn't be stressful, but see if you can get a sense of your sternum lifting a little bit without the hips going back. Now you will bend your right knee and lift it up in the air. So you lift your right leg up and you put it back down again. And then the left leg goes up and down. Now you'll do this more, but I'd like you to focus on as little shift in weight as you can muster in your own body. So start lifting again. That's better, Arlene. And down, and then the other leg. So when there's a big shift, we know that there's things that need to be refined in the body. And again, lift and down and lift and down. If you need to rest, bring your arms down to rest them for a minute. That was very nice. We will repeat the same leg movement, but now you lift your arms up over your head. So don't go back, Arlene. Keep that right a little bit further there we go. So you stay more in the joint. And now same thing with the legs. Lift and see if you can keep that upright chest and down. Other side, lift and down and lift and down and lift and down and lift and down. Last one, lift and down. Bring the arms down to rest them. That was excellent, both of you. We'll be lifting the leg sideways, lifting the knee up. So if you want to slightly turn your feet out, if it's more comfortable for you, at this point, how you place your feet is your personal body mechanism so that you have some kind of sense of stability. Lift the arms in front of your chest again, and right leg goes up to the side. Lift it to the side, the knee lifts up, knee bent, Linda, and down, and then the other leg lifts. Lift it, and down. And first leg lifts, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down. One more set like this, lift, and down, and last one, lift, and down. Very good. Bring the arms down to rest them. You will repeat with the arms up. So notice when the arms go up, there's much more elevation in the rib cage, and you want that sense of the whole trunk up and open. And here we go. Right leg lifts sideways and down, left leg and down, right leg and down, left leg and down, right leg and down, left leg and down. One more set, right leg and down, and left leg and down. Very good. Bring your arms down. Take a breath. We'll now do a few where you're going towards the floor, whether you get to the floor or not, but I'll demonstrate. So in the traditional method, you always come to the front of your mat and you put one foot behind, or you cross your feet and you basically go all the way down. Whether you get down, I adjusted my camera. Whether you go all the way down or not is not my concern. What I would like is, here you are with your arms with the stick. You'll put one foot behind so you have the toe on the floor, and you're going to go as low down as you feel you can. Maybe you get to the floor and you come back up again and you stand. So we'll be alternating that squatty thing. So one foot comes behind and you go as low as you can. There's no getting anywhere. It's really about making those legs work. Pressing up, very nice. Feet together. Other leg goes down. So yeah, just work in your own speed because there's a lot more balance being asked and the leg muscles are requiring a huge amount. And when you come back to the top, pause for a minute. So hold on. Now, I can't see your knees, Arlene, but I can see Linda's. This time I would like, Linda, your knee is swinging way, way, way in when you go down in front. See if you can keep the knee more turned out, even if you go less far. And Arlene, same applies to you, even though I don't know what's happening. So have a few more. Yeah, I know it's going to be harder because you have to manage the hips. And Arlene, the back knee doesn't cross over, it stays open, meaning it shouldn't hook behind the front knee. Sort of, yes. Arlene, can you turn to face me so I can see? Yes, 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 yes. Because, yeah. So for Arlene, if you can keep both knees, get the back foot a little closer to the front foot in the heel placement, and see if you can turn the knees out a little bit and the feet out a little bit. So you're kind of in that Pilates external rotation. Yeah. That's the idea. So you see how the knees are all wobbling? So that's what we're working on. Right. Notice how, Arlene, the front knee swung way in as a balancer. So the whole outer line of the leg is not working for you right now. Better. This is easier. We usually have a good side, but that's the idea. Okay, rest a minute. Very nice, both of you. My philosophy, just to share with you, better to have the knee turn in and get down and up. If that's the way the body's working, you want to honor that, because if you fall and you're on the ground, you need to stand up. Any way you get up is a good way. Then within it, we also want to strengthen more aspects of what the legs can do. So we will do this another set now with the arms up, because it changes everything if we're holding something over our heads. So have a go again. The goal isn't get to the floor. The goal is to start kind of making the legs do some work. Yes. Yeah. And just one more time each side, both of you. I'm not sure which foot you started with. Bring the hands down. Very, very nice work. Excellent work. Hundreds, we're going to do standing up instead of on the floor, and then you will get down to the floor. The way you'll approach it, I think you can do it with your stick. It's kind of, my thought is, if it's too bulky, you're just going to breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me see. Let's do 5. Yeah, two sets. 2 sets going down, 2 sets coming up. 2 sets going down, 2 sets coming up. That's the idea. See if you can keep the same stomach work happening. You've both started, so just get on with it and work your own rhythm. See if you can have the same abdominal and trunk work happening. Good, Arlene. Yes, yes, yes. And I love that your hips are moving back a bit. That is so nice. So you'll do 3 times going down and up. That's about 110 or 120, something like that. And when you're done, widen your hands again and back and forth over, opening the chest again, because we have a tendency to have the chest always in one shape in Pilates. I love it. This is excellent. Okay, I would like to continue working with the stick. You get down on the floor, and I hope you have room. We're going to do roll up with the stick. If it's not too if you have room with your furniture, and if it's too much, you can use this. Maybe another. I think Arlene, you had a shorter stick. Maybe change your props. Oh, yes. Oh, you have the perfect stick. I'm going to tell everybody get that duster mop that's adjustable in height. Lovely, 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 lovely. You will both start on the floor with your arms over your head, holding the stick. I can see you, Linda. This is good. And lengthen your arms onto the floor with the stick. Stick is basically there now to start to give you a sense of straight and evenness. And your legs are long and extended. Imagine me grabbing your heels and tractioning the legs out of the socket a little bit. Even if your lower back is off the floor when you do that, that's less important than this beautiful extension right now. Now with the feet flexed, bring the arms to the ceiling, gather into your powerhouse and lift your head and chest and roll up. So as you roll up, you look at your stick to make sure it's even, stretch forward. And on the way back, lengthen your heels away from you. Keep the stick nice and even, whatever angle you have it in, and roll down as symmetrically as you're able to be. Extend the arms over the head. And again, bring the arms up. As the arms come up, you gather into the front body. You tighten it, firm it, and use it to articulate up and stretch over. And then roll back. The armpits stay down, Arlene, low. That's a girl. And right here, the armpits can lift and lengthen. And again, arms come up. So Arlene, as you're working, I can see, even though the mop's on your left side, when the hands go over your head, the left side's lower than the right side. So I know you need to work on the right side. And roll back. So even stick. Arlene, I prefer the hands lower on the way down, not so high, lower. That's it. So you can focus the armpits to the chest, to the waist, I should say. Now that's it. Keep going, Linda. Do your own speed. Nice, Arlene. Now you're keeping a more even. There's still some little detail, but that's much better. Perfection we're not interested in. We're interested in moving towards that. Linda, now add a faster roll up and down. That's it. Yeah, so now you're just warming up and just getting that articulation. Arlene, stay a little slower because it's good for you to adjust. Yeah, and kind of figure out how to do those mechanics. Once you're done, you'll roll up one last time and stay bending forward. Hook the stick over your feet. Bend your elbows and pull your body down. And for both of you here, soften the knees. So bend the knees a little bit, pull on the feet with the stick and send the heels as far away from you as you can. So you're looking to get as big a stretch in the Achilles. And then slowly stretch the knees down as best you can without compromising the Achilles. Right, then roll back down to the floor. Actually, no, bend your knees, ladies, and put the stick underneath your knees. Then roll back to the floor. and lie down. So what we'll do here, oh, I like that, Linda. That's very interesting. Yes. Okay. We're creating a Linda exercise. I love it. So the knees are in tabletop. The stick is behind the knees, right? You press the knees into the stick. So you're pushing your knees away from your body to kind of keep the shoulders away from the ears and start to firm yourself. And now press the knees away from you, which will cause your upper body to lift a bit. So the shoulders will round, the elbows stay straight. So the knees move away to create traction to lift your head. That's the idea. Just the tips of the shoulder blades off and then lower back to the mat. So you're going to lift and lower, work at your own speed. So the legs pushing away allow you to spread the shoulder blades, contract the thigh chest, elbows stay straight, Arlene, long arms. And for you, Arlene, the armpits are still locked in to the rib cage so they don't, that's it. So and again. That's very nice, Linda. And back. 2 more times like this. And lift, so you're rounding. And back. 1 more time like this. And round. And back. Once you're on the floor, the knees are pushing into the stick again. So you're still with the legs at this tabletop with a long back. Now, just start tucking and untucking the tail. You want to keep, so you find the relationship of the pelvis into the hip sockets. So you're just, that's it, because we're going to be using this in a minute when you do your rollover. That's right. So start to notice, you know, there's both your back you're working and your low abs. So depending upon where you tend to be less conscious, I tend to be less conscious in the low abs area. You want to really get in touch. How can I bring my awareness there and make it work more? So, because really it's the front low abs you want as your dominant controller. And rest. Okay, place, you're good, ladies. Put the stick on the floor. And lift your legs straight up to the ceiling. So when you do the roll over, you just have your hands on your stick. So the stick is on the floor between your legs, Arlene. No, on behind you, behind your bottom, on the floor. Yep. And you're pushing the stick into the floor. This is just an orientation for your hands. There's no movement. All you're going to do is a normal rollover, and that's it, Linda. Up you go. So lift the bottom up, take the legs over your head to the floor. Pause here, both of you. Toes flexed. Lengthen the knees. Bring your bottom as high up over your nose as it can be. Good, Linda. Yeah. Push your heels away. Open your legs a little wider than the mat. And again, press your heels away to get even more stretch in the back. And then roll down through the spine on the way back down. Keep the hands pressing into the stick to give you stability. Very nice. Bring the legs together and lift up and over again. So you lift up and over, feet come to the floor. So a plow pose, Arlene, all the way over to plow. Push your heels away from you. Lengthen the legs. Now open the legs wider than the mat and push your heels away from you. So feet spread, Arlene, feet spread. Push your heels away from you. Now roll down, that's it. Roll down with your legs wider than the mat. And once they're down, you'll repeat this 1 more time, lifting up and over. Good, Arlene, take your time. Linda, you're working faster, so that's good. Just work your own speed. And 1 more time, this variation. Very good. And then when you're done, you bring your legs together. Keep them over your hips for a minute, Linda, so you can rest. Now we reverse this. So now you'll take your legs wide. You take the legs up and over your head with the legs wide. Push your heels away from you. Press. Bring the legs together and press your heels away. So you come to plow. Now roll down, and as you roll down, stretch your whole back body, including your legs. Very good. Open your legs out. Lift your hips up and over, flex your feet, and bring the toes to the floor. Press your heels as far away from you as you can. Stretch your knees. Bring the feet together, stretch your knees. And roll down, articulating the spine, melting through the back. One more time, open the legs out, lift the hips up, push the bottom up, toes to the floor, and push. Legs together and push. Bring the legs together, roll down onto the floor, legs to the ceiling. Pause when your legs get to the ceiling. Now check here, broad shoulders, long neck, strong powerhouse, long legs, and lower the feet all the way to the mat. All the way down with control from the trunk. Very, very nice. Just leave the stick there unless it's bugging the shit out of you. Lengthen both legs and lift your right leg right up to the ceiling for single leg circles. The hands are strongly next to the mat and the left leg is down. Now start your circles 5 times. Circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4, circle 5. Reverse. Circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4, circle 5. Reach up with both hands, give the leg a stretch. Bring it way in towards you. Now, put your hands on the mat, check your posture. Shoulders are wide, head is long, stomach is strong. Lower the legs down, but long legs, long stomach, long spine, all the way down so the heels meet. Check your alignment, check that everything is long and neat. The chest is open, lift your left leg up. Reach that leg to the ceiling. Both legs are long, long, long. Start your circles. Circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4, circle 5, reverse, and circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4, circle 5. Hold the leg with both hands. If you're lifting your head and chest up, I prefer the head, shoulders are down, the back is long, nice long stretch. Check to see that your chest is still open, neck is long, nothing is compromised. Hands on the mat, broad shoulders, long neck, lengthen the leg down, long, long, long legs, long stomach all the way down. Reach your arms over your head, give yourself the stretch. And roll up to a seated position and place the stick behind your knees. So the stick is behind the knees. You're actually not going to hold your own shins. You're going to hold the stick on either side of the knees and you bend your elbows. See if you can get the stick. That's it. And you bring it in as far as you feel you can. And this is where you're going to rock and roll. So you have to keep everything coordinated, including a little bit of a grip of the feet pulled in so that they pinch the stick if you can. So once you have it, just go for a little rock and roll. Oh, good, Linda. Very well. That's it, Arlene. Yes. Very nice. Excellent, both of you. Just keep on going. A few more. So we do about 8. You've about 5 now. 6, 7. Lovely. One last time. 8. Put the stick to one side. Just put it to one side. Now hold your right knee with both hands. Both feet are in the air. Both feet are in the air. So you just finished. And with control, roll down, bringing your leg in. So you're preparing for single leg stretches. Left leg is long, head is up, and start switching. And 1, and switch, and 2, and switch, and 3, and switch, and 4, and switch, and 5, and switch. 6 and switch, and 7 and switch, and 8 and switch, and 9 and switch, and 10 and switch. Both knees in deep. Squeeze everything tight, tight, tight. Try to get your head between your knees and your thighs to your chest if they will go. And head on the floor, feet on the floor. Very nice. Now, I'm just thinking if we should use a stick for this. Let's use it. Bring both knees into your chest tightly. Hold the stick with your hands and place it just above your ankles if you can. So that he's, yes. Now from here, so this is how the position, hands about shoulder width. Curl your head and chest up. Squeeze the legs down with the stick. And here we go. Arms and legs extend. Reach everything long. Scoop your belly. Look at your belly. Tight belly. And back down. And squeeze. Tiny little ball. Reach. And squeeze. And reach. And squeeze. 2 more times. Reach. And squeeze. And reach. And squeeze. Head down. And let's get rid of the stick to the side. Lift both legs to the ceiling for scissors. We'll be starting slow and then we'll go fast. Curl up, hold your right ankle with both hands and pull, pull. Scissor the legs, pull, pull. Scissor, elbows wide. Scissor, pull, pull. Scissor, pull, pull. Scissor, double speed. Pull, 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 pull. Keep the legs to the ceiling and head down, hands behind your head. Elbows are wide, long stomach, broad chest. Curl your head and chest up, contract the chest. How high can you get with your upper body? Slowly lower the legs down. Lower, lower, lower. Lift up fast. And lower, lower, lower. Lift up fast. Lower, lower, lower. Lift up fast. 2 more times this way. Lower, 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 lift up fast. Last one, lower, 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 lift up fast. Put your head down to rest a minute, keep the legs in the air, and we will be reversing. So fast down and slow up. So curl your head and chest and lift up again. Here we go. Down fast, up and up and up. Down, catch it. 1 and 2 and 3. 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 Bend your knees and drop your head to the mat. That was excellent, both of you. In your crisscross, you just keep your elbows wide, normal traditional crisscross. So knees to the chest. Curl your head and chest up, twist to the right, extend, lift and switch to the left, lift, switch to the right, lift, switch to the left, lift, switch to the right, lift, switch to the left. Lower back down, very nice. Stretch your legs out, stretch your arms out, do anything you want to. Traction your whole body, roll up for a seated position, for spine stretch forward. Let's get the stick in our hands again. So legs a little wider than the mat. The stick is in front of you, a little bit wider than your shoulders. This is your opportunity to really check that as you're doing the movement. The hands will stay, the stick must stay parallel to the floor, whatever height it is. So big breath in, big tall back, tall lifted chest. Imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling with your head. And on the out breath, dive your head down and reach the stick forward, and your head will come between your arms. The hands are parallel to the floor. Roll yourself back up. Inhaling deeply and lift the body up. And exhale down, reaching forward, 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 forward. Empty your lungs. Inhale and lift up. The hands stay parallel to the shoulders are lean. The chest is lifted above the stick. And exhale, reaching down, 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 and down. Inhale, up, 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 and up. Last one. Exhale, down, 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 and down. Inhale, up, 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 and up. Nice work. Put the stick to the side, bend both knees, and open legged rocker. Lift yourselves up into your V. So wherever you hold, whether you're holding the knees or the ankles, good work. Find your V shape and find your balance. Right, a little wider, Arlene, just a tiny bit wider. That's it, no wider than that. Very good. So 5 times, you're going to roll back towards your shoulders, even your neck. And up and balance. And roll back. And up and balance. And roll back. Up and balance. Roll back. Up and balance, roll back, up and balance. Very nice. Bring your legs together. Can you hold your big toes? I'm not sure if you're up for that. If not, you stay by your ankles. And you will be doing the same thing. Feet together, Arlene, feet together, feet together. Very good. So here we go, 5 more rolls. So lifting up, now the legs are together, back you go. And roll up and roll back. I recommend the ankles, Arlene. And up and back and up and back and up. Last one, back and up. Balance here. Sandwich in as close as you can with your body. That's it, Linda. Yes, stay in balance and then walk down onto your back with the legs in the air. Good work. Hands by your sides on the mat. We're going to do corkscrew and roll up onto the shoulders. You both know how to do it. For better, for worse, we're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left. So legs to the ceiling. And we'll start going right, down, left, and roll all the way up as high as you can on your shoulders and lift up. And then roll back down, hands by your sides, Arlene, left, down, right, and roll all the way up. Push your bottom and fly up as high as you can. Roll down again, roll to the right, down, left, and roll up. And to the left, down, right, and roll up. One more time, right, down, left, and roll up. And left, down, right, and roll up. And now roll everything down to the mat and lower your legs to the mat. So the more intermediate come advanced version of this needs to be a little bit snappier. And so you're using kind of a momentum and a oomph into it. My thought is sometimes when the body feels stiff, it's almost impossible to get that kind of fast flow. I think you both know how to do plow. I'd like to go into that plow position, like in the rollover one more time. So you get as high on your neck as you can, because you need to do that rolling motion, and then bend your knees. So you stretch out any extraneous tightness. So just take your legs over your head to the mat. And once you're there, get your feet as far away from your head as you possibly can. And then start bending the knees as though you're trying to get your knees by your ears. It's a yoga pose. And you just keep pushing your bottom up. So you're stretching into that very high part of the neck and upper back between the shoulder blades. It can get really, often it doesn't receive pressure or work. Notice how high your bottom is right now, because it's almost, Linda, for you, it's very good. It's almost over your shoulders. Now, keep your bottom there and reach, and now hold your back with your hands So you bend your elbows. So we're going into a temporary shoulder stand. Linda, it's easier on your skin. I have to tell you, fabric is harder to get in. Yeah, so you're trying to hike your hands as high up your back towards your shoulders. You're trying to get the ribs and even up to the shoulder blades. So now very slowly, see if you can get your legs up in the air for a shoulder stand. So the hands are helping you right now. There's no doubt about it. And I want you to feel how high, this is what we're aspiring for in corkscrew and in jackknife and in balance control in the Pilates method. This is how high we're looking to get to. And then bring yourself, with care, just bring yourselves out of this position. So I just want you to feel that. Take your time coming out because it can be pretty, you know, the shift in blood pressure and blood circulation can be intense. And let's do, when you're ready, actually, if you don't mind moving yourselves to the wall. Arlene, do you have room? Is there a wall space? Because we're going to do a little bit more of this rolling up and down the spine onto the shoulders. So it's kind of more intermediate advanced material. Again, and this is not pure classical, this is Niedra style, getting you there. You will lie on your back with your bottom right up against the wall and your feet up the wall. So other way, Linda, your body is on the floor. Yeah. And your bottom is as close up to the wall as you can, and your legs are in the air. So you're in an L shape. That's it, Arlene. Good. If you can fit yourself in. And if you're okay getting your window maybe a little dirty with footprints. Yes. Okay, ladies, this is good. Get your hands by your sides. Now bend your knees so the feet are placed into the floor and into the wall. My apologies, into the wall. Now use your feet to roll your bottom up. Use your feet to roll up onto your shoulders. So you push your hips up and the feet can help get you higher. So you can get, and you can also stretch your hands away from your shoulders. So you're stretching into the neck, right? Now bend your elbows and get your hands under your shoulder blade, behind your back, like you're doing a shoulder stand, and use your feet and your hands to get even higher. So you use those hands to try and push. That's it, Linda. Yes. Arlene, you look good. Linda's just got an easier angle for me to see side. She's showing me profile. And you're fine. Now let go with your hands and roll back down. And see how much of a rolling motion you can get. So now let's just have you in your own speed, just roll up and down. So you lubricate the spinal column at this whole other level. So yeah, Arlene, good. Your bottom is right into that corner. I know you've got the range of movement for that. So you're just going to roll up and down, and that's it, Linda. Yes. Lovely. So take your time doing this a few more times. You're really rolling up. Notice how high you can make those hips come. Your goal is to get the hips right over the shoulders if possible. And roll down. And this last one, you will actually stay up there. Roll up again. Now for fun, I'd like you to bring the hands back behind your rib cage again and press your chest as high as you can. Check that your neck is long. It's getting a real good stretch. Now lift one leg and the other leg to the ceiling. So you're going to be in a shoulder stand. And lengthen the feet towards the window or the wall. So try and thrust your pelvis forward. That's it, Linda. Thrust the pelvis forward and the feet away from you. Now we're getting, doesn't matter that you get to the wall, but you want that feeling of the hips coming forward. You can bend the knees a little bit, Linda. Bend the knees a little bit, even a bit more, and use your feet to really push the hips up even higher. That's it. So I really want you to get that sense of how high the pelvis can go. Now lift the legs up again. Get yourself in as high a shoulder stand as you can. Place your hands back on the floor so the hands are no longer helping, and keep working the rib cage to stay that high. Yes. And now see if you can, with control, roll down. So eventually the feet should be staying over the pelvis, but there will, so you, that's it. Yes, so this, it's not, and just rest for a minute because that's pretty intense. Okay, when you are ready, come back to the middle of the, to your mat. That was excellent, both of you. Excellent, excellent. We won't repeat corkscrew, but we'll do something that I can never understand why we're not taught that before corkscrew, which is jackknife. So let me just explain. I want you to use momentum for this. So actually here you are, you're lying. This is your body. This is your head. Basically, you'll be 45 degrees, that's the angle of, and then you shoot up as fast as you can to as straight as you can. You roll back, you roll out. So it's here, press, here, down. So not slow. I know it's often taught slow. I want it with a little bit of power, like you're throwing a ball and your hands on the floor help you. You push down with the hands to get that bottom up as much as you can. So lift the legs to the ceiling. So we're all set up. And here we go. Legs away from you, 45 degrees. Leg forward, 45. Shoot up, high, up. Roll your bottom down. Take the legs out. Over and power up. Roll down. And back. Arlene, I see you're totally confused. You've got it all wrong. One more time, Linda. Over and lift up. And roll down. And out. Rest a minute. Arlene, can you sit up? Do you see, are you on speaker view or gallery view? Can you see Linda? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, because I just want you to watch Linda. Linda's doing the exercise. You were getting it confused with boomerang. So you have a different exercise. So just glance at Linda. So here we go, Linda. You're doing 45 away, away, over, and shoot up, up, roll down, and out. And rest, Linda. You did it good. So you see, that's the exercise. Why don't you just twice, Linda, you can rest because you were doing a lot of them. Just have a go, just so you start to familiarize yourself, Arlene. So here you go. And now your legs have to go to the ceiling. They have to go up, 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 up. You're in a shoulder stand. Now you roll down through the spine, roll, and then the legs go out. One more time, Arlene. Legs over, shoot up, bottom forward, legs to the ceiling. Your legs are going way too low here, way too low. Up, roll down, and out. Okay, that's the idea, Arlene. Rest a minute. One thing, just for future reference, when you were going over, your legs are going to the floor. They need to go up. It's this movement. That's why it's called jackknife, because that's it. That's the idea. Yes. Okay. I think you all did great. Let's have you now come up for saw, just for a change of pace. Enough with this bottom in the air. Open the legs a little wider than your mat. Take your arms to the side. Lift up nice and tall. Oh, let's get your stick. Yes, let's get the stick. Linda, you want it draped. Yes. So it's going to be a bit different, and Linda, make sure the stick is under your shoulder blades, low shoulder blades. So the hands are a little lower than the shoulders, and you use the stick to push this upper chest lifted. So you're going to feel like you're in a back bend, Linda. Yes, 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 yes. Once you're in this position, see if you can stack your head up, Linda, as well to get that's a girl. Yes, nice and lifted. Arlene, okay, all right. Arlene, it's the wrong way around. The elbows have to be in front. Elbows in front. That's it. That's it. I always think like a shawl is straight. Nice and lift. Both of you twist to the right. So the left elbow and reach that left arm forward. You can only go as far as a twist will help you. And back up, lift. Twist to the other side, reach, 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 and up, and let's pause in the middle. So I would like today, right now, when you're in the center, that stick, you can feel it on your back. The rotation, keep it on your back. You're not going to be able to get that far over, but keep it because it'll keep that upper chest totally open just for a change. That's it, Linda. So you aspire to bend forward, but don't let the stick leave your back. Yes. So whether you go very far, I'm less concerned. Exactly. And others. So finish, you've both done great. You finish the side, so you're even on both sides. Put the stick down, lie down on your back. We're going to do some bridging to reverse some of this flow. So lie down on your back. Your feet will be hip width apart with your heels under your shins, under your knees. So it's a vertical shin plane, your arms along by your sides. Imagine you're holding that stick and pushing it into the floor, but you're no stick. Roll your bottom up in the air. Make a plank from and roll down. Arlene, your bottom stays, your feet stay planted now. You're bridging. And again, she likes her bottom in the up. You still can lift and roll down. And again, roll up and hold. And roll down. Last one like this, roll up and hold. And roll down. Now bring your feet and your knees together. Feet and knees are together. Roll up again. Up you come. Keep your knees together and extend your right leg so it's off the floor, straight leg. Knees are tight. Good. Lift the leg to the ceiling. Flex it and lower it down even if you can past your knee. And lift it up so you're kicking it. The leg stays straight, Arlene, and lower it down straight. And lift and down. One more time, lift. Now bend your knee and put it against the other, next to the other one on the floor. Lift your hips again. The goal is that the hips don't change at all. That's the goal. Extend the left leg. Keep your hips steady if you can. Lift the leg. Flex it down without dropping the hips. Lift the leg. Flex it down. Don't drop keep the hips lifted. Lift and down. Last one, lift, bend the foot, put it on the mat, lift the hips even more, and now roll down through the spine, roll, 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 roll. Very good. Lie on your, release any tension you need to. Let's have you lie on your side for some side kicks. So position yourselves on the whatever you consider the back part of your mat, first in a straight line. So elbow, armpit, hip, and heels all stacked up, and get a sense of being very elegant in your upper body. So there's a nice lift and tonality in the body. The front arm is on the floor in front of your waist. So this will keep you from going side to side. Lift both legs, bring them to the front of the mat, lower them down. Flex your feet, point your top leg lifted hip height, and you'll go pendulum forward and back. Swing to the front, forward, forward, back, back. 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 Bring the legs together. Turn the top leg out so that the toe and knee are facing the ceiling, and you side kick high to the ceiling. Up and flex it down. 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 Last one, up and flex it down. Now we'll do the pendulum one more time, but now instead of having the hand in front of your waist, your hand is by the back of your head. So you have no hand to stabilize you. So your left hand is behind your head, Arlene. The elbow is a little forward because we tend to bring it back. Now, this top elbow doesn't move at all. Elbow forward, Arlene, elbow forward. There we go. Here we go. You're going to go forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward. Good. Both of you. Back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. Put the leg down next to the other. Your transition, you're going to roll onto your belly and have your hands in front of your head with your face down. You're going to roll over, lying with your forehead on your fingertips. Your legs are together, so you're lying on your stomach. Nice firm belly, firm buttocks. Lift both legs up in the air and little beats. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beat again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and beat again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lower the legs down. Sit into your heels and stretch your back out. So you go into child's pose to give yourself a little stretch. And set yourselves up for the other side. So lying out, you check elbow, shoulder, hip, and foot in a straight line. The hand that's giving you support is right close to your waist. So you're not leaning back, not leaning forward. The legs are long and flexed as though you were standing. You're kind of replicating standing. The upper body is nicely elegant. Lift both feet up in the air. Bring them to the front of the mat. Lower them down. Point your front foot slightly externally rotated, lifted hip height. And here we go. Forward, forward, back, back. 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 Bring the legs together. Rest a minute. Make sure it's still extended and slightly pointed, and high kicks to the ceiling. Swing it up. Flex it down long. Lift and point. Flex and stretch the heel away. And lift. And flex. And lift. And flex. And lift. And flex. Very good. Lift and flex. Both the top hand in front behind you. Watch your elbow is a little forward of your shoulder, tiny bit. Lift the leg up hip height, and here we go, forward and back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Much better, Arlene. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, and back. Back, legs together. Roll onto your backs now and give yourselves a stretch. So your arms are long, your legs are long, you've got a lean, tight, stretched out body, and we will do from this position, we're going to do 5 teasers. Don't start yet. You'll come up and touch your toes, come into a V with the arms, and everything lowers down at the same time. So the arms are over your head. You just do your best. What may be will, what happens will, I don't know what I mean. Whatever happens, happens. Here we go. And come up and touch your toes. Up you come, touch your toes. Reach for your V. Arms over your head. Arms over your head, Linda. And roll down, feet and hands touch the floor. Arms over your head. So legs come up as well, Arlene. Up you come, touch your toes. Roll up onto a V. Teaser, reach to your ears. Roll back down, feet and hands touch the floor. And roll up and touch your feet. Reach for your hands. Arlene, you're inventing exercises here. Roll back down. And roll up and touch your toes. And reach. And roll back down and rest. Okay, Arlene, we have to clear up a confusion. You're lying on your back. You want to come up on, so you're balancing on your bottom and you're you're doing everything but. Very creative, very creative. It's all good, all good. All right, let's have you both come up to a seated position for rolling like a ball. Hold your feet, lift your feet up in the air. See if you can get your head right between your knees now. So the knees are apart, the knees are pressing into your temples. Hold your ankles, Arlene. Oh, I think you are. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. 5 times rolling like this. Roll back, roll up, roll back, roll up, roll back, roll up, roll back, roll up, roll back, roll up. Reach your hands between your knees for your seal. Hold your ankles. And you'll do 5 times beats on both front and back. Here we go. Clap, clap, clap. Roll to your shoulders. Clap, clap, clap. Up to your bottom. Clap, clap, clap. Roll to your shoulders. Clap, clap, clap. Up to your bottom. Clap, clap, clap. Roll to your shoulders. Clap, clap, clap. Up to your bottom. Clap, clap, clap. Roll to your shoulders. Clap, clap, clap. And roll to your bottom and come up to sitting. All right, ladies, you did a very, very nice workout with bits and pieces all over the place. Arlene, you've been thrown into the deep end a little bit because you're not as familiar with the names. But it was excellent. Whoops, let me allow you both to unmute. Oh, and Rick, I need to end the recording.